So weekend. What does a weekend mean?
Double headers.
Double headers.
No, it means extra work for us. While the rest of the world celebrates,
Sleeps.
a weekend off, sleeps. No, watches IPL also relaxed in their bed. We are supposed to be.
When we signed up as sports journalists, we knew weekends were never going to be our cup of tea, because every sporting event on this planet happens on a weekend.
What's there today apart from the two IPL games? There's
F1 qualifying.
No, qualifying is the sprint.
The sprint.
Yeah.
Yep.
The sprint.
No, I'm sure plenty of football in every corner of the world.
Yeah, there'll be the Premier League action, there's La Liga action. We are building up to the last few weeks of the Premier League now. Manchester City well on top at this point, and after thrashing Arsenal 4-1.
They're not top yet, but technically they will be, because they have 2 games in hand.
Exactly.
So they're still not top.
Yeah, but on top, they are high on confidence, not on points table.
Okay.
Yep, and
Not literally on top.
not literally on top, high on confidence.
Metaphorically.
Yes. Then cricket action, IPL, we just had the end of international cricket in one part. Sri Lanka have beaten Ireland, so that's over.
Yeah.
Also, it's day 30th of the IPL 2023.
And it's the 39th match today.
30th day.
30th. So 1 month is.
1 month. We are
It's
celebrating
done.
the first month anniversary of IPL.
Oh, it's exactly 1 month.
1 month. Yeah.
Oh, 1 month of IPL. That's a significant
March
day.
31, it had begun.
And now it's 29 days.
March 31st or 30th?
31st.
31st.
GT versus CSK, and 29th.
GT was
This KKR.
But GT is there.
Yes.
GT is the constant. 1
Yep.
month of IPL. Yeah, that's interesting. But it is also, I was just thinking, more than half of the IPL done.
Yeah.
Yeah.
28 more days to go.
Actually, I mean, I'm being very honest. Whenever IPL would start, I mean, I would dread. As much as we love covering it, but I dread because of the fact that it's relentless, right? No day
Every
off,
single day.
Every single day. You can barely take any off days. You have to be in office. Anyway, we have a TV show every day, so there's no chance that we can be off. So it's hectic. Not that I don't enjoy watching cricket. In fact, after the IPL is over, then I get some sort of what do you call withdrawal symptoms, because suddenly you get used to watching cricket every day.
Yeah, the schedule kind of goes out the window.
Yeah.
I mean,
but it allows you time to breathe and then rethink and reconfigure. Right now, it doesn't allow that.
The same kind of feeling. I mean, when a T20 World Cup is over or an ODI World Cup is done, the next few days, okay, what are we going to do with our lives?
Yeah. Though the difference in those tournaments is that yes, we're working every day, churning out content every day, the discussions, live, Q&A, whatever. The difference is there's not a match every day that you have to focus on, because we're primarily, let's say, following India. Of course, there are matches every day, but we're following India. So like one match is over, then it gives you time to analyze, go deep into a match. For next 2-3 days, you'll just be, looking at every aspect, every news item will come. So it's gradual. And then building up to the next game.
Yes.
Everything is gradual. Here, actually, I mean, there's no time to look at a game carefully or analyze it. It's just like thick and fast action.
Yes.
I mean, we were just in the same place 14 hours ago.
Yeah.
Just 14 hours
Less than
ago.
12 hours, yeah. Less than 12
For you, yes, less than 12 hours. Unfortunately for Saransh, yes.
But that's fun also. That's the fun of our job.
Yeah.
And I always feel that, when there are days we are working like 40 days, 50 days non-stop without an off, and sometimes it gets to you, but you also say that how lucky and privileged we are that our job is to watch sport and then comment on it.
Yeah.
Somebody pays you to do that. I mean,
You get paid to watch sports.
Yeah.
Simple.
and more than not just watch sport, even share your opinion.
Yeah.
Because earlier you would watch sport and share it with 4-5 friends at best, right? Today there is such a large family that we have that join us, and we can exchange ideas with them. That also is a privilege. The fact that so many people engage with us on a daily basis, and there's an exchange of ideas.
Yep.
I think that's also pretty lucky.
Yes, 152,900 family members.
Ooh,
Such a big family.
down to the T, he knows.
Huh?
Yeah, I mean, we have to, because only then we'll know whether our family is growing.
No, but actually our family is bigger than that.
Yeah.
A lot of them have not subscribed but come also. Technically. A lot of people who don't subscribe but then still come. A lot of people who consume your videos without having subscribed to you, but it comes in the algorithm and they watch
because
it.
they're regularly watching, so it's on their page.
Correct. If
But
they're like
they
cricket
don't
consumers,
subscribe.
yeah, it comes. They don't subscribe but they watch. So the family will be larger.
Huh.
Absolutely.
The entire cricketing universe is your family.
Yes.
Yes.
Or sporting
Definitely.
university. The universe is your family. Isn't it?
Yep.
People who watch F1, football, everyone. Everyone, not just in India, globally.
Yep. From Azerbaijan to Kolkata, we have got you all covered today.
Yeah, Dex points out that the Grand Prix is in Azerbaijan today, right?
Lovely
Baku.
circuit.
Baku.
Yes.
Lovely circuit.
Yeah, it
I
is
like it.
nice.
Yep.
I agree. Yeah, a lot of you are pointing out F1. I was talking about F1. Of course, there will be a video Gargi will do after the sprint is over.
Yes.
And there is one more video coming up from my end on F1.
Oh, really?
Yes. So wait for that video.
Yeah, see?
Give us
So
a
that
little-
doesn't, so that's like was having the FOMO.
Yes. It's about our favorite Monegasque,
Oh,
Charles
Charles.
Leclerc.
Okay.
Charles.
Look forward to that video.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Love Karan Toor, our dear friend. He's one of our regular watchers. Love to have him. He says it's 4:30 in the morning. He's watching
wow.
sports today. He loves our analysis and the unbiased opinion that we have, and he has huge respect. Thank you so much, Love Karan. You know,
Thank
your name is love. There is love in that, and you're showering us with love this Saturday afternoon, where a lot of us,
10.5 hours behind. Oof.
yeah, we're not all in great shape, physically and mentally also.
Yes.
But these kind of comments then, help us
Go on.
Absolutely.
go on. Yeah. Actually, I mean, there are certain clowns also that come on our feed,
Acha.
but their what do I say, childish and immature comments also keep us going.
I mean, we are,
I won't take
Yes.
names.
we are a Saas
But-
Bahu kind of family. We have got
Yeah.
characters.
Yeah.
Every single one of
We
them.
have all sorts of characters, some sensible ones, some buffoons, some totally people who have no time in their lives, but behave like trolls. But we enjoy everyone. We enjoy everyone. We respect everyone.
पांचों
And
के
we want.
बराबर नहीं होती ना तो फैमिली में कुछ
हाँ, exactly.
हाँ.
There are some idiots. There are some smart people.
Yep.
All sorts of people that come on our chat box. But we include
All of them.
everyone. They're all part of our family.
It is an
Yes.
inclusive family.
Yeah, absolutely. Like in your family, like you will have that one irritating cousin, who's a pain. You
Yeah.
don't want to- but he's family, right?
खून का ही है ना
Exactly.
Blood is thicker than
Or that
water.
overbearing bua or chacha.
घर के बाद थोड़ी छोड़ाएंगे रखना तो पड़ेगा
Exactly. Say that very well. So you have to live with it. When you're going for dinner, you have to take that irritating cousin. Or you can't,
Exactly.
like leave that person at home. We take.
You're not invited to the
In
dinner.
fact, when that irritating cousin is not there, then you miss that person.
Yeah.
Like, if he was there, you would have
The
done some
tadka is missing.
not tanky.
I mean,
Or he would have racked up some fight.
Yes.
it's like Stockholm syndrome.
Yeah.
You miss him, but when you're there, only you hate him.
Yeah.
It's like that.
Like I'll tell you, like let's take sports today, internal family. Like I'm screaming at Saransh all the time, but if he's not around, I'm missing him also. Na? That where is he? Who do I scream at?
Yes.
So that also happens. Today he's here
Yeah.
directing our show
Producing, yeah.
live. So it's good to have you guys. Game coming up at the Eden Gardens.
We are also getting Anirban live from Eden Gardens. He's saying that weather is not
Weather's not good. It's
Oh.
so dark.
rain, so we're getting him live.
Oh, lovely. Let's get Anirban live. That'd be great. So that's a nice treat for you. Saran just informed me.
Look
it's
at-
a cloudy
Ah,
Eden
it
Gardens
looks
at the
very good.
moment. It's 3 in the afternoon, but it seems like it's a day and night match at the Eden Gardens. So we'll get Anirban Akuli joining us live from right outside Eden Gardens. So we'll update you with that. By the way, talking about cloudy, it's exactly like that here in Delhi NCR right now.
Yes.
Very
I
cloudy.
felt rain.
Yeah,
Very
there was rain
overcast.
when I was also
Yes.
coming. There were raindrops. So it's very cloudy. The good news, the best news that I read today in the paper was that there will be no heat wave this May. So it's going to be a mild May for us in
Beautiful.
Delhi NCR. So it's a mild May coming up for us.
We
And
should-
can you imagine if you stay in Delhi and May is like absolutely terrible when it comes to
I know.
heat.
I'm hoping that
That's
the
what I
definition, see, last May it went to about 49. I hope the mild is not 42 or 43.
But
Of course it's going to be.
if 49 can be 40, I'll take it, right?
Huh.
I know.
Any
Yeah,
day.
it's a cold wave.
But I think it is a mildish May, is what I read in the newspaper. No heat waves. So wow, man.
Please.
That's amazing.
I'm going
That's
to have a
great
party
news. Just for that.
just for that.
Yeah, but you will have to have not over the weekend when you get a day off.
No.
You'll have
have
to be
to-
on Monday
On
or
my
a Tuesday.
Monday or Tuesday.
For us, it has to be a
No one else
weekday
is
party.
available.
A
Yeah.
weekday party for us.
Yeah. Have to get used to it. But that's good, na. See, weekend coming to office is simpler, less traffic,
Yes.
everything easy.
The
Weekday,
metro's faster,
yeah, less people.
less people.
It's good.
Yeah.
Weekday when like Monday, Tuesday will be like absolutely crazy traffic. You can just come aram se.
Aram se.
You know, sit at home, chill,
Yeah.
and catch up on whatever you want to.
Yes.
Is this the main reason I'm looking? Because see, this looks like a typical Kal Baisakhi weather in Kolkata. Kal Baisakhi storms.
Paul Baishaki, they call it. No, what is
They
it?
call it Kal
Kal
Baisakhi.
Baishaki, okay.
That's why they had most of the games in the day, 3:30, because around 6, 7 o'clock it starts to really become wild there in Kolkata. So yes,
I remember Mohali, the conditions changed in a time frame of half an hour. It completely turned.
Yeah, we were there in Mohali. It happened like that.
Yeah.
It's been happening a lot, but you know, touch wood, you haven't had a game that got washed out. So you had one
Yeah.
game got affected by rain where Duckworth Lewis did come
Yes.
into play.
That
but
was
not a
Punjab, I
yeah, but not a single game that's washed out, which is great considering the weather that we've had across the country.
yeah.
So that way we've been lucky. But that's not to say that it will not play a role as we go forward.
Because Bangalore, you've seen rain. It's been raining in Bangalore. It's been raining in Mumbai. It's also been raining in central India at this point in time.
Oh, really?
Heavy rain.
Yeah.
Here we are expecting rain.
Yeah, it is. Just to let you know, Gujarat have won the toss. So once again, Hardik Pandya lucky with a coin toss, and they've decided to bowl. That becomes surprising because as we were seeing last 8-9 games, team batting first have been winning. They've decided to bowl, but I think a major reason for that is going to be because of the rain around. So you want to be knowing exactly the kind of total that you'd be chasing batting second, because Duckworth Lewis is going to come into play. So I would imagine, being a day game also, not just the trend of teams batting first winning, but also the fact that it's a day game, and day game you want to bat first, always better. So logically the captain winning the toss would have decided to bat first, but Hardik Pandya has decided to bowl first, and I think it's entirely got the weather in mind, and that's why he's decided to do that. We'll have the 11th, we'll discuss the 11th in detail, but for the moment we've got Saurav Mukherjee, who I now remember says he's a fan of no team, he's a fan of
Oh, like you.
एक ही नाम सुनाई देता है,
Yes.
India.
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 So he says, I heard a rant on KL yesterday. I mean, he's same as what Virat Kohli is to RCB, 10 years at the helm, and we all know what he has to show. It's stat padding too. Okay, so Saurav Mukherjee is saying yesterday our post-match show was dominated by a discussion on KL Rahul. Not just because we wanted to do it, but that's the kind of feedback that we were getting from all of you. So we discussed a lot of KL Rahul, and Saurav Mukherjee's opinion is that that if we were criticizing KL Rahul for whatever, then Virat is also the same thing, stat padding. Although I mean that's your opinion, completely respected, but I would disagree because Virat Kohli in the IPL has been phenomenal. Yes, they haven't won a title, and I think that's team's collective failure, RCB. But just take out Virat's number, compare it to that of KL Rahul. There's a big difference there.
Yeah, of
and I don't know. I mean, you've seen him. The issue that has cropped up with KL Rahul also not just restricted to IPL but also international cricket, where you've had that issue. Virat, on the other hand, I mean, if I had to just pick top 5 innings where he's helped India win and play selfless knocks and not stat padded, I would struggle because there are so many options to look at. So I think it's very unfair if you're going to compare KL and Virat, and that's again my personal opinion, but I'd love to know what Gargi and Siddharth also.
I have the same opinion as you. I mean, Virat Kohli has been here for so long, since
And
under
this has
19.
nothing to do with the fact that Gargi is a Virat Kohli.
No, nothing. This is, I'm being
Neutral
very-
opinion.
Yes, neutral.
Anirban is with us.
Acha, and let us finish.
Yes. So, I mean, Virat Kohli has been here since under 19, and he's been consistently, barring a few years, which is bound to happen.
Yeah.
I mean, it is the law of average. So, and he's played so many knocks, so helped India win so many times. There have been plenty of times where the Indian batting lineup has gone par a total or won a chase because Virat Kohli was batting. So I don't think it's even comparable.
Apples with oranges. That's what it
Yeah.
is. You have to compare apples with apples. Siddharth, I'll come to you on that.
Yep.
But because we've got Anirban, Nikhil from the Sports Today studio. Anirban, can you hear us? Nikhil here.
Some audio problem is there. I'm not getting the full audio of yours.
No,
Hello.
I don't think Anirban's being able to hear us, or it can also be the fact
Hello.
we can't hear Anirban.
We can't.
I can't hear you. I can't hear you.
Anirban, I believe you can hear us. For some reason, we're not being able to hear you. So, then you'll have to put it on speaker, Saraj. Only then can we go to him live. Anirban, just say something for audio check.
Nope.
You want to just send us should I try again? Anirban, can you say something for audio check?
Yeah, the weather you can see it's raining. I am in the Maidan area and just before the Eden Gardens, this is the Maidan area and you can see the weather of Kolkata, it's raining and there is a high possibility of thunder shower and thunderstorm in the evening also. So the match is delayed right now. Maybe the toss will be delayed for some time because of this weather. You can see the clouds are very heavy and the weather right now it's not affordable to cricket and we are hoping that it will get well soon, very soon. But right now the weather of Kolkata and the clash of KKR and GT is being paused for this rain.
Oh, so it is raining. What Anirban is telling us that it is raining at the moment. So the toss has happened, but of course the team that will be batting first, and that is going to be Kolkata Knight Riders, the host. They will not come out to bat right now because, as Anirban is pointing out, it is raining. Anirban, is it a season of rain there in Kolkata this time of the year, or is this unseasonal rain at the moment that you're getting?
See, this time what happened is in Bengali it is called Kal Baishakhi, that is northwestern, and that northwestern winds come from the side of northern side, and also in this season before the summer and also in between the summer in Kolkata that Kal Baishakhi happens often, and it generally happens in and around afternoon and in the evening. So it's quite normal in this time, as we all know before also some matches are delayed in Eden Gardens in IPL season. So it's normal. It's a season of Kal Baishakhi and that is happening. We can see I will Shyam to show the Maidan area which is right now. The rain, you can see the drops of rain, the little bit drizzle is also going on, so that the clouds are very heavy, and as per the records of meteorological department, there will be a heavy rain in the evening time, in between 6 p.m. or in between 5 p.m. to 6 p.m. there will be a heavy rain. And right now, it's a little bit drizzle is going on in Kolkata, and the match is paused.
Anirban, that's interesting. He's showing us, so you can hear from that wind noise on his mic, the lapel that he's using. There is so much of wind there, which is an indication of the weather that is round and about at the moment. And as you said, it is which is why now it explains why Hardik Pandya has decided to field. Meanwhile, I just want to know from you, Anirban, just in terms of the crowd that was coming in, I remember your report when CSK were playing Eden Garden at the Eden Garden some time back. There was a lot of hue and cry in Bengal that most people, the home crowd, all came in yellow, all supporting MS Dhoni. Where are the KKR fans? Are the KKR fans out in large numbers today and more KKR jerseys visible today?
You're lost on that one.
Anibar, can you hear us?
Yeah.
Anibar, just wanted to know, last match that happened, there was a lot of talk about most local fans supporting the opposition team. That was Chennai Super King. They came dressed in the yellow. Are the Kolkata fans now wearing the KKR jersey for this match?
See, this match, the KKR fans are on right now because they have already won the last match in the away last match, and after that, somehow they are hopeful that the fans will be in the violet jersey, and what happened in last match is, as Dhoni also said, that they are all in the stadium to give me a farewell tribute, and in last match there is a lots of means, if you can see that 90% people are in yellow jerseys, and no mark of KKR fans have been seen in the overall stadium, and people are all chanting Dhoni Dhoni. As you can see, this is the Maidan area, and after this the Eden Garden stadium is there, and these roads are all full of Chennai Super Kings fans in last match, and this match comparatively it is lesser, but in Gujarat Titans also there is a man who is from Kolkata, that is Riddhiman Saha, and some fans are also supporting the Gujarat Titans. The majority in this match is with KKR.
Okay, Anirban, thank you so much for joining us. For the latest updates from Eden Garden, we've got our fingers crossed. Here's hoping that the rain goes away. I can see a bit of sunshine trying to sneak out through those dark, heavy clouds that you just showed us. So hopefully the rest of the day is good, and hopefully we all get to see a game. However, having said that, what Anirban actually told us in that report, that rain is expected later. It is what is Kal Baishakhi. We got to know from our in-house. He was already the Chennai expert and Sri Lankan expert. He's now the Bengal expert also. No, especially Bengal season.
I mean, when we are in the sports desk, majority of them are from that region, isn't it?
Yes.
So in one shift that I was in the previous organization, I was in Delhi. I was the only non-Bengali in that shift. 6 of them were there discussing.
Converted you.
He got cultured.
Yeah.
They were only discussing one thing, because I could hear the name Baghan and East Bengal. And at that time there was a big discussion on that. And at that time they had mentioned something about Kal Baishakhi.
Oh.
So at that time I came to know, okay, there is something called as a Northwesters at that point in time. They call it Kal Baishakhi.
So that's how your learnings have been with being with. That's true actually. A lot of Bengali sports journalists, which is a reflection of how much they love their sport.
Of
Yes.
course.
And I've said it before also. My love for sport started because I stayed in Cal for a few years, and it's that city that actually was the catalyst in making me fall in love with all sports. That includes football and in those days hockey also.
Hockey, yeah.
Cricket. Now hockey is.
There would be much more debate in Kolkata about an India-Pakistan hockey test than there would be about cricket.
Really?
Yeah.
And there would be debate in Kolkata about a local school match.
Yes.
Forget anything.
Their passion is next level.
And why I say they actually love.
Poila Baishakh, which is Bengali New Year.
Yeah, he said that. Yeah, he said.
It was last week.
Just as we talked, there's a friend of mine from Kolkata calling me right now.
And even I had talked to a friend.
So, no, basically, I mean, in Calcutta, why I say, like, most of us in the rest of the country are obsessed with stars, right? So we're fans of big players, big teams. In cricket, we are Indian team, Virat Kohli, MS Dhoni, or for that matter, when you're watching football, Manchester United, Barcelona, we're all. Why I say that in Bengal, they genuinely love sport. They are fans of local school, local college, everything. So if you were having a school football match and you're playing in the Maidan, by the way, that was the Maidan area where he was doing the live from. It's right across the Eden Gardens, and it's a massive, it's like Central Park in New York, right? Covers a large part of the city. It's massive. So where it's like just open spaces in the middle of the city where kids come out and play, and then we like in a given time, like you could, you know, Shivaji Park in Mumbai, so about 20-30 Shivaji Parks together. So you can imagine how many matches happen. So if a good match is happening now, if like somewhere, like let's say there's a factory and people finish their work, they're going home and they're crossing, there's a school match happening, they don't know which school playing which school. It's not that their kids are playing on it. The match is happening, they will sit down, they'll say, "Arey, home I'll go 1 hour late, let me watch." They'll have their chai, whatever, pakoda, sit down and watch. And before you know, in a local match, there'll be like a crowd watching.
Wow.
And they'll watch. When the game is done, then they'll head home. And they'll comment also, "Arey, you should have done that, arey, why did you?" Like that. That's genuine love for sport that you only get in Kolkata.
Now I want
Best
to go
place
there.
to be in.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I stayed there a few years.
Interestingly, Jason Roy has been rested today.
Oh, we look at the 11. Okay, let's quickly. I know there are lots of questions also that have come in. We'll try and answer that. But for the moment, looking at the playing 11 that they've got. So let's look at the team that will be batting first. Kolkata Knight Riders. Their 11. Maybe Gargi, you can take us through this 11.
Kolkata Knight Riders batting 11 is Jagdishan Rahmanullah Gurbaz, Venkatesh Iyer. He's back.
One second. So Rahmanullah Gurbaz is back. That's interesting. He had a niggle earlier.
Yes.
Yes,
He had a
yes.
side strain apparently.
Okay, please go ahead.
Okay, Venkatesh Iyer, Nitish Rana, Rinku Singh, Russell, Sunil Narayan, David Vise, Shardul Thakur, Harshit Rana,
Yes, Harshit Rana.
and Varun Chakravarti.
Okay, so the other thing is no Jason Roy.
Yes.
No Jason Roy.
Despite of 2 back-to-back half centuries, I think
The
he was there.
local, no, he got hurt in the last match. If I
Yeah,
remember.
she's right. He went off.
Yeah.
In that CSK game.
Yes. So clearly, Jason Roy
Jason.
from
Yeah.
The
Behala,
local Bengali
from
boy.
Behala, which is an area in Kolkata.
Okay.
So he is obviously got injured, as Gargi points out, so is not part of the 11. So Rahmanullah Gurbaz comes in his place. Jagadishan opened last time around also and did a good job with Jason. So they
Yes.
have now, but he'll have to do with a new partner. Venkatesh Iyer has been a sub all this while, but now because they're batting first, he is there. Nitish Rana also had a good outing. Rinku Singh has been very good for them. Andre Russell's been misfiring, and then Sunil Narayan, David Visa were part of the team last game also. Is there? Did Shardul not miss?
He missed 3 games.
Three
He
games
missed
because
3
of
games.
injury. So Shardul makes a return.
Yes.
Yeah.
The Lord is back.
And Harshit Rana.
Is he related to Nitish Rana?
No, I
don't think so.
Mind related Harshit Ahuja.
How can they be related first?
First name basis.
Any random thing. And Varun Chakravarti.
Yeah.
Interesting pick of Harshit Rana. But then who's the sub?
Suyash.
Suyash will come
of
in.
course.
Though their subs are Suyash, Mandeep Singh, Anukul Roy, Team Saudi. Team Saudi though cannot come in, and Kulwant Kejrolia, who's played a few games for them.
Yeah.
But it is going to be Suyash Sharma. Unless you go for plan B, collapse, and then Anukul comes, which they did in one game.
DC.
DC.
Yeah, the DC match.
KKR Delhi Capitals game.
So the batting order collapses, then they get Anukul. If not, then their bowling sub is going to be Suyash Sharma. Pretty simple. Siddharth can take us through the Gujarat team's 11.
So Kolkata's favorite Riddhiman Saha is opening with Abhinav Manohar. There's no Shubman Gill, but Shubman Gill will be your impact player.
Yeah.
He will be because
When
they're
they're
chasing.
back. Yeah.
So then you've got Hardik Pandya. I don't know whether he'll bat at number 3. Vijay Shankar, David Miller, AB Tewatia,
Vijay
Rahul
Shankar in brackets.
Yeah.
Siddharth's favorite. Then go ahead.
Then you have Killer Miller at that position. Then you have AB or Rahul Tewatia that I call him. Rashid Khan, Noor Ahmed, Mohammad Shami, Mohit Sharma, Joshua Little. So if you look at it, okay, they are playing 4: Little, Miller, Rashid, Noor. So simple. Shubman Gill will be your impact
Yeah,
sub,
of course.
and one of your bowlers, maybe Mohit Sharma, might go off, and Shubman Gill slots in. Shubman and Riddhiman Saha, Abhinav Manohar at 3, Hardik at 4, Vijay Shankar 5, Miller 6, Tewatia 7, Rashid at 8.
Let's look at their bowling for now. They've got Joshua Little, they've got Mohit, they've got Mohammad Shami, Noor Ahmed, Rashid Khan. So 5 regular bowlers they've gone with. Of course, Hardik has been bowling.
Yeah.
Yes.
So that's 6. Of course, they have an option of Tewatia they've not been using, and Vijay Shankar, which also they've not been using. But 6 good bowlers is what they have. So it's looking pretty good for them. When they go, of course, their batting then will be, let's say, Saha, then comes in Shubman, Abhinav, Hardik, Vijay Shankar, Miller, Tewatia, Rashid Khan at number 8. So that's also a good batting lineup.
And plus, if the rain stays away, Gujarat are the ultimate chase masters.
Absolutely.
Oh, yeah. Of course, they do pretty well chasing. For Kolkata, just go up a bit, Saransh. No, up. Okay. So Kolkata, looking at their batting now, they've got Jagadishan, Gurbaz, Venkatesh, Nitish Rana, Rinku, Russell, Naren, Vise, Shardul.
9.
9 batters.
Got 9
This is when they are batting.
Batting.
So of course one will be reduced. So 9 batsmen. I mean, good, huh? Good.
Yep.
That's a good, strong batting lineup.
Absolutely.
They should actually go hell for leather from the word go. Again, remember Eden Garden, smallish ground, big totals. So they should play attacking cricket. I think that's why they've got batting till 9. And then their bowling options will be Suyash comes in, Varun Chakravarti, Harshit Rana, Shardul Thakur, David Vise, Sunil Narayan, Andre Russell. Oh boy. And so that's 7 regular bowlers, and I'm not even counting Nitish Rana, Venkatesh Iyer. Then
Yes.
that makes it 9.
Yep.
But 7 bowlers that they've been using and using very well. Wow.
So Venki will be subbed out and Suyash will come in.
Yeah.
You know, truth be told, I don't know about truth be told, on paper, looking at the balance, KKR looks like a much more balanced team.
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
The
Covers-
covers
The
are
covers
coming on.
No, they're full, and the good thing about Eden Garden, they cover the full ground.
That's good.
Yeah. So
Because the
the thing
outfield,
is,
yeah.
as soon as the rain stops, they can start immediately. There's no time needed to dry up or anything.
But looking at those clouds,
Yeah.
it looks very difficult for it to
Unlikely.
like.
Yep. Sri
early.
Sri Lankan inspiration,
Have we cursed them that, oh, it's a weekend, 2 games, so much?
Let us
started
rest.
because even in Delhi it's rain threat.
But doesn't only that make us go longer, work harder?
It does. No, but we also said it with a rider, we love it. We
Yes,
love
of
2
course.
matches, great. So Ankit Kukreti says KKR will upset G today. Actually, that's what I said. On paper, to me,
It
KKR
could very
looks
well
a
happen, yes.
better team. But if I was to pick a team, I'd still go with Gujarat because of how they've been doing. Not just this season, previous season. They don't look the strongest team on paper, but somehow get the result. So that winning mentality is there, which KKR have been lacking. But just man on man, or mano y mano, as they say in Spanish, on paper, KKR looks a better team. But I'm still going with a Gujarat.
Exactly, but they have one master there who's got GT in the previous game, Rinku Singh.
Lord.
Lord
The
Rinku.
only team with 2 lords.
Yes.
If it can just be half as exciting as the previous game, then we get our money's worth.
Yeah.
I mean, Kolkata like to have a duel of everything. They have 2 Narayans, they have 2 Singhs, they have 2 Lords. I mean, what is it with the
2
duality?
Ranas.
2 Ranas. Now 2 Ranas.
Yeah.
Harshit and Nitish.
Yeah. So let's take a few super chats one by one.
Yep.
Ajit Giri says, don't you think Indian cricket team makes mistake every time of promoting players from IPL too soon instead of grooming more? Example, Malik, Varun and Avesh. Completely agree, Ajit. Though I'm looking at your list, I think that yes, Avesh, Varun were rushed in. I think they needed more time. With Umrah, to be fair, all of us are very excited looking at that pace. When he got an international chance also, I think you should have allowed him to play and learn on the job, right? Especially when you were playing a lot of series. I remember Ireland he played. For one game just got 1 over, got hit for like some 15 runs, 1 over, never got another one. So I'm saying that actually doesn't help. There are lots of examples of bowlers being rushed in, especially very genuinely quick fast bowlers. But when they were giving a long run, an uninterrupted run. So I think that could have helped. What it did was that stopgap sort of a run to Umran is that it must have done more harm than good to his confidence. And then from there on, it's very tough. I would have liked, you've got him, now give him, allow him to play, let him fail. From his failure, he'll learn. But so if you give him a long rope and he still doesn't improve, then take a final call. But I think that stopgap sort of a thing wasn't great. So there's no one set formula that works for all players. With each you'll have to take a look at differently. There are young guys you pushed and they ended up becoming superstars.
Yes.
So it can happen, but I guess it's player to player. But yeah, by and large, mostly take your time.
Exactly.
Rain has stopped, I think.
Yep.
Rain has stopped, so they're still discussing what to do. And certain areas they remove covers also now.
Yeah.
So
they're
which you
just
see,
that portion they are.
No, they're removing. See,
Yeah.
covers are coming off.
Okay.
Totally inspired from Sri Lanka. This technique.
A lot of other grounds also used to have.
Gaul, Ketarama. That's about it.
No, I remember internationally also some place they had these covers. I saw. I'll tell you why I'm saying that, because Saurav Ganguly got this when he was CAB president.
Okay.
He got this on, and he had mentioned from where. I mean, of course, Sri Lanka has it, but I remember some other ground. Maybe it'll come to me later.
Because none in the West Indies cover the entire ground. None in England do. England, they just have that hover cover and that's it.
They allow the grass to breathe also, because they believe a lot of moisture comes in if you cover it like that. So.
Yes. None in New Zealand do. None in Australia do. It's only, I think, Sri Lanka that does it. Entire ground is covered.
Wonder if Bangladesh some ground they did it.
No, I don't think Bangladesh also. Can't Chattogram or Mirpur, I don't know.
Maybe.
I don't think they cover the entire ground.
Okay, Shubham Gar says, why do you feel Virat is discussed so much compared to other players? Is it because of virality or lack of backing of business houses? No, I think Virat is discussed because he's Virat Kohli and he divides opinions, and big stars are always discussed. Take for example, I'm just going an era back, Sachin Tendulkar was discussed a lot, no matter what he did. His injuries, his lack of form. I'm sure there are a lot of other players that went through a dry patch, but in those days, you would discuss if there was a headline in Times of India, Endulkar, that would be discussed for a very long time.
Yes.
But that's what star players do, and it's not just in football. I mean, look at football. Most shows are Messi, Ronaldo. You're discussing whether they're good, they're not good, or Haaland now, or Mbappe. I think a lot of fans also are driven by stars. They watch. And it just so happens that all conversations mostly revolve around star players. Saurav Ganguly was another conversation starter. He would divide opinions. Either people loved him, adored him, backed him, or then there are people who just couldn't stand him. So, it was like that. So I guess personality always drive a sport. In every sport you'll have personality. Michael Jordan. Since I'm wearing Jordans.
Oh yes.
Serena Williams,
Djokovic, Nadal, Federer.
But not as much as Jordan now, because Jordan used to have a lot of haters too because of his attitude. He was a go-getter. He would want to win at all costs. A lot of haters, and then he had this fan following, which is like crazy. I mean, they would.
Chicago Bulls, LA Lakers. That period, golden period of NBA and Jordan.
So top stars do that, right? You discuss them all the time. It's
don't we discuss Djokovic in tennis?
But I think the same goes with Djokovic. He also has a fair share of haters because there are people who simply couldn't stand Djokovic.
Yeah, but let's say some people who don't divide opinion. Let's say Federer barely did. I mean, there will be very small minority that did not like him or whatever. Majority would. Yet you discuss him, right? So most tennis discussions would be
Nadal, also.
Federer, or that rivalry or whatever.
I mean, once you get to that level, everyone is going to be talking about you, be it in a positive light or a negative light. People are just talking about you. You just become a topic.
Even in F1, Lewis Hamilton.
I mean, nobody divided opinions in F1 more than Ayrton Senna. So but that's why he was such a rage. He was such a
legend.
Figure. Oh my God! Now it's become really dark.
It's very dark.
So if I am a Virat Kohli, and I'd rather be in a position where I'm discussed than not discussed at all. Whether that discussion is positive, negative, it'll have both sides. But rather be in that position than people not really caring whether I'm getting runs or not, and just being a passing mention.
There's this book that I read, an amazing book by
Yeah, I forget the author, but what's the book?
Yeah, so it talked about criticism as a subject and how you should handle it, and it basically said you should welcome criticism as much as you welcome positive comments or whatever, because criticism puts you on the map. Exactly. Is that what it? They showed it in such a different light that even if people are talking bad about you, they're still talking about you. Exactly. So that's a much bigger thing.
Exactly. I'll tell you why. Whatever you are a person that affects them, whether positively or negatively.
Yes.
That's better than being someone
who isn't talked about.
Yeah, because then whatever you're doing is of no consequences to anybody. So
Nassim Taleb.
Huh?
Nassim Taleb is the name of the author.
Okay.
Yes.
That's interesting.
By that logic, KL Rahul will be a world beater then.
Yeah.
You have to welcome criticism.
Yeah.
He's welcoming it all.
But the question is he welcoming it or is he getting affected by it? That is something that only he can answer.
Yep.
A. Kaushal says he loves our analysis and he is a great fan of our work on Sports Today. Kaushal, thank you so much for boosting our confidence and being part of this large family, as I often say. It's because of you guys that we come here every evening, discuss, and then share ideas, thoughts. Okay, can we take a few more questions or can we wind up then? Nothing else. Okay, why is Shubman an impact player? He wants to know. Well, there's Pratik Mandal wants to know. What? That's because I think he has no role to play when they're bowling.
A pure batter.
They've got him. Yeah, I mean, I agree that earlier he was fielding as well. I don't think it's the WTC pressure for now. Not for now. And anyway, just fielding 20 overs is not going to be a game changer. So, that's why.
Manag Biswa saying Saurav said he bought them from England. It's like centre coat cover.
That could be that one. Yes.
Centre coat.
Could be that one. Thanks for that, Manag, because I remember Saurav talking about it, and I remember he's the one who initiated this idea while he was the CAB president.
Wow.
He spoke about it and he mentioned that, where he saw. And he spends a lot of time in England. He has a home there. His summers are in England. So, maybe.
Yeah.
Oof. Man, one part is looking bright, the other part is looking apocalyptic in Kolkata. So, okay, we're going to take your leave. Thank you so much for your company. The game, we don't know when it's going to start, but we'll update you as and when it starts. But the good thing is, I think the rain stopped. It's still cloudy, dark, but the rain has stopped. That's why they removed the cover. And so when it starts, we'll be live. The 11s we've discussed, shared our thoughts. Yep. So no predictions of score because we don't know.
There's an update.
Yeah. No, they're still talking.
Match delayed due to wet out.
So as and when it starts, I don't think we'll do a prediction in terms of runs scored now because we don't know how many overs, whatever. But we can go with a team to win. I'll start, as I said earlier. To me, KKR does look like the most balanced team, but I'm still going with Gujarat because I think that winning mentality that they have, which is lacking in KKR. Though KKR's kind of come up from that slump that they had of 4 losses in a row. 4 losses in a row, yep. GT.
That's it. One answer.
One word answer.
One word answer.
KKR.
Okay, final question you can answer that, Siddharth.
Okay, Ajit Giri is like asking, sir, don't you think CSK is too dependent on MS? And once he goes, CSK will go into transition period and may not win a trophy like Manchester United for several years. I agree.
No, but I mean, that is dependent on all. But in IPL, this will never happen. You know why? Because teams change so much.
Yes.
In football, like one thing or a set of players go or a manager goes, it goes to a slump. In cricket, one season you could be last. Next season you can win. How often does that happen in India?
That's also very scary because you're so easily replaced.
Yes, it is. I agree. But that's also because, there is no set teams. Teams change every year, so balances change. Budgets are the same. Unlike football where there could be a huge budget between X team and a Y team. Yeah. So, won't happen like that.
Yeah, but see,
I think his going will impact,
Yeah, it will impact, absolutely. I mean, but I think the dependency factor, I think it's increased a bit more now because you don't have a successor. Who is going to be the successor? Will it be Ben Stokes? Will it be Ravindra Jadeja again? Will it be Ruturaj Gaikwad? We don't know.
True.
Because why did he have to take up the captaincy now in 2023? Because he knew 2022, I thought I had my successor. No, it's not there. Maybe this year, if CSK do well, then maybe 2024, one more year, and that's it. I can't go on anymore. That is the situation with CSK. Now with the new captain, the new team, and with you are going to see a lot more games in IPL 2020. In I think 25 onwards, you'll see about 94 games.
Yeah.
How will the dynamics be under a new captain? How will everything impact that? Teams will close the gap. There is no gap anymore between the teams. So that is why winning a trophy on a consistent basis might be very difficult now. You may see multiple winners in multiple years.
Yeah.
No team is going to dominate like how Mumbai Indians had a dominating period. That won't happen. Chennai had a certain dominating period. That didn't happen. So once MS goes, apart from on the field, there'll be a plenty of, you may say, action and changes off the field also. That same aura.
No, but MS is always going to be there with the team.
I think
But like
He'll
you
be
said,
running the team.
yeah,
he'll be in the scheme.
on the field and off the field makes a big difference. MS will be there in the dugout, but in the backroom staff, whenever they pan to him only, you'll see cheers.
Yeah.
That just blows the roof off.
Yeah.
But I don't think any other thing. If you Chennai without MS Dhoni,
Not the same.
think about it, you'll struggle to think about it.
True.
That's how it is.
Okay then.
Yep.
See you guys.
See you. Bye bye. And
With
I
the
hope.
latest update, we'll come back.
Yep. Remember, 1 hour. After that only, 1 hour afterwards, you'll start reducing overs.
Yeah.